Well, there we are. And back again. And well, let's see. In 1943, we were into the war for about 2 years when this BC348Q showed up. And they were using extensively in aircraft and ground units. And these things are pretty much bulletproof. And I figured that one out last night when, after I replaced these two leaking electrolytics last night. And then I had it all wired up. My brother came over and helped me get the power supply aligned back again, and I screwed it all back together. And then I figured, well, you know, the voltage is going to be kind of high, but it'll still work. It's just, you know, it may run kind of hot. So he said, well, I think we can compensate for that. And all you got to do is put it on a board later on. And I said, okay, well, you get enough resistors together, you can knock the power down on anything. So anyhow, let me show you what we have here. And I'll show you what is hooked up to it. Now, if you look at this, you want to see my antenna? That's my antenna. A couple of clip leads hooked to my my vent for my furnace. Okay, that's it. That's the antenna I'm using for this radio. So it's not really too much. All right. So what we're going to do is, okay, the meter down here. That's my old Beckman meter. I'm not sure. See, it may get some glare. I don't know if it'll work here. I may have to tilt it up while I'm turning this thing on. Anyhow, so okay, number one, let me go plug it in. And set this up on a scale. And oh, I guess I should turn the power on. That would help too. Oh. So, and I just turned it on now. You should see some power starting to come up. And there it is. Not very much. A little bit at a time. It's making noise at only 120 volts. Listen to this. Already. This is what we're using to drop the power down. I know it looks like a Rube Goldberg setup, but it actually is the way to go. Okay, so it's only, before it was at 329 volts, I think, something like that. Now we're only getting, that's 194 volts of B plus into this, 195 now. And you notice, the other thing I'll notice too, as I turn the volume, the power will go up. Now the volume's up all the way right now, so 197, 198, something like that. So it's really not too bad. So you turn it all the way down and it's holding pretty steady, 199, something like that. So just under 200 volts. So that's what these resistors are doing. Of course, this one's going to get hot eventually. Yeah, not doing bad at all right now. So we're at 198 volts there. And yes, the receiver is working. So, give you a little, shows you as a testament to the stuff we built back then. These things were basically bulletproof. You know, I am still have the same original tubes in it. I haven't even put the replacement tubes I bought in it. And the only one is the 6X5, and I bought 2 of those, and they aren't even brand new. I mean, they were just tested out. They were tested okay. But still, this thing still works. No matter what you do, it's still going to work. turn on the automatic gain control, volume control now. But yeah, I was listening to guys talk last night on it. But anyhow, so just give you an idea of this thing. Yeah, it works. 75 years old, and we're holding steady at 200 volts, looks like. So yeah, this little Rube Goldberg setup's working and keep the voltage down. But I'm going to end up putting that on a board, and then I'll clean it up some, and then also I got to put a couple new bulbs in for the dial lamps, which will work. But other than that, looks like we're good to go here. Strange as it may seem, I mean, it looks like it looks like a wired up mess, but that's just so I could get the voltage and show you what it's doing. So anyway, that'll be it for here. Like I said, everything works fine. Next thing I'm going to do is clean up the cabinet and probably do some painting on that, and then we'll get this. And as soon as I get a meter, I'm going to put the S meter circuit in it. And the other thing this guy did, apparently he wired up something that looked like it was like a noise limiter or something like that. It doesn't even work, so I'm going to cut it out of there. And right now, actually, there is no switch to turn this on and off. I just have to plug it into the wall, so I'm going to rewire this switch so it'll be an off-on switch. I used to do that anyway. But so anyhow, there we are. It works, and I didn't waste my $110 I paid for it, plus 40 shipping, or $32 shipping. That's right. So this thing cost me $142 altogether, and a little bit of time. So there you are. Okay, and that's going to be it for here. And and there's the unholy three there. And of course, Mr. Chubby leading the pack. Okay, well, Mr. Waggles here is going to wag his way on the end of this video. Yes, what a good dog. All right, go play with your friend.